Good morning, students. My name is Bhushan Deshmukh. Today we are going to learn about a very important unit, that is Pythagoras theorem from subject maths. Pythagoras theorem. Unit number 13. Subject maths. Standard 7th. Okay. So before starting this unit Pythagoras theorem, we will revise some basic concept. Okay. For that, we must first understand what is meant by triangle is. Okay. And a special type of triangle, that is a right angle triangle. So before understanding right angle triangle, we will understand what is meant by triangle. Okay. First, we must understand what is meant by triangle. Okay. So how will we define a triangle? Basically, triangle is a closed figure, right? It is a closed figure formed by joining three non-collinear points. Okay, suppose consider these 3 points A and B, right? And these are non-collinear. Non-collinear means this point does not lie on the same line, right? Okay, now this is considered three collinear points A, B, C. When you join this three collinear point, what will you get? When you join these three non-collinear point, you will get a closed figure, right? A closed figure like this. This closed figure is called a triangle, right? This shape is called triangle. Okay. Do you understand what is meant by triangle is? Triangle is a closed figure. Triangle is a closed figure formed by joining three non-collinear points. Three non-collinear points. Okay. This is called a triangle. And triangle has three sides. Side 1, this is second side, this is third side. Okay. And this is written, this triangle is named as triangle ABC. You can name it as triangle ABC. You can write the name in either clockwise or anti-clockwise, right? Triangle ABC or triangle ACB, right? You can name it as triangle BCA, triangle BAC, right? Or triangle CBA or triangle CAB. All these names are of the same triangle, right? But important is you can write the name in anti-clockwise or in a clockwise direction. Okay. Now, depending upon the length of side of triangle and measurement of this angle, right? A triangle has three sides, three angles, and three vertices. Now, what is meant by vertex is, vertex means where the two segments are intersect each other, where the two segments join each other is called vertex. This is called vertex A, vertex B, and vertex C, right? So a triangle, this is a triangle. right? This triangle has three sides. Side AB, BC, AC. Right? These are three sides of triangle. Okay. It has three angles: angle A, angle B, and angle C. And it has three vertex: vertex A, vertex B, and vertex C. Okay. So triangle basically has three sides, three angles, and three vertices. Three vertices. Right? Three sides, three angles, and three vertices. Okay. Now, depending upon the length of side and the measurement of angle, there are the different types of triangle, right? And there are depending upon the length of side and measurement of angle, measurement of angles. There are different types of triangle. There are different types of triangle. And which are they? Can you suggest? They are basically, first one is scalene triangle. Now, what is meant by scalene triangle? In which all three sides and angle are different, right? Scalene triangle, then isosceles triangle, equilateral triangle, right? These are basically three main types. Now, in which side and angles, all sides are different, in which three sides and three angles are different in scalene triangle. In isosceles triangle, two sides are same, and two angles are same. In equilateral triangle, all sides are same, all sides are equal, and in angles, all angles are equal. All angles are equal, right? Now I will draw a diagram and you have to guess which type of triangle is that. Okay. This is a triangle. This is triangle PQR, in which I have done marking on the sides of triangle. Right. Now what this marking suggests? This marking suggests that all three sides are different, right? And also I have done different marking on angles, right? Now what does it suggest? Which type of triangle is that? Rule number 11, can you tell which type of triangle is that from above these three type? Right, it is a scalene triangle, right? It is a triangle PQR is scalene triangle, right? Why? Because all sides and angles are different. All sides and all angles are different, right? Now, second type, consider this triangle XYZ. Let us write it XYZ. Here, this side XY and XZ are same. Right, these two sides are same, and these two angles are same. Now tell me which type of triangle is that if two sides are same. Rule number 1, please tell which type of triangle is that. Right, if two sides are same, then it is called isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle. Right, and third one is equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, the all sides and all angles are different. All sides and all angles are different. Triangle LMN, in which side LM, side LN, and side MN, all sides are equal and all angles are equal. Therefore, it is called as equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle, the all angles are of 60 degree, 60 degree, 60 degree. Why? Because the sum of all angles of a triangle is 180 degree. The sum of all angles of triangle is 180 degree, and equilateral triangle, all angles are equal. Therefore, it is 60, 60, 60. 60 plus 60, 120, 120 plus 60, 180. Okay. Now, let us understand one another type of triangle that is important to study Pythagoras theorem. Right. That important triangle is right angle triangle. Right. Now, what is meant by right angle triangle? The triangle, what is meant by triangle is clear to you. Right. Now, what is meant by right angle triangle? A right angle triangle is a triangle in which one angle is 90 degree. Out of three angles, any one of the angle is 90 degree. When you draw a 90 degree angle, you will get this type, right? One horizontal line and one line vertical line perpendicular to each other. In triangle ABC, here angle B is 90 degree. Angle B is 90 degree. And remaining two angles are acute angle. In right angle triangle, the remaining two angles are always acute angle. Right. Now here the measurement of angle B is 90 degree. Therefore, triangle ABC is called 90 degree means right angle. Right. Therefore, a triangle having right angle is called right angle triangle. Therefore, triangle ABC is called right angle triangle. Right. This triangle is right angle triangle, and the side opposite to right angle triangle is called hypotenuse. The side opposite to this side opposite to 90 degree is called as hypotenuse. Right. Side opposite to 90 degree is called hypotenuse. What is meant by hypotenuse? The side opposite to 90 degree angle is called hypotenuse. Right, this is here side AC is hypotenuse. Side AC is hypotenuse. Right. Now, what is a Pythagoras theorem? Let us understand. As its name suggests, this theorem was introduced by a mathematician, Greek mathematician, that is Pythagoras. Right? Therefore, this theorem is called as Pythagoras. This was invented by Greek mathematician Pythagoras. Therefore, based on his name, the theorem is called as Pythagoras. Right? he had given a very important contribution to mathematics, and Pythagoras theorem is a very important theorem in mathematics, right? Now, what is Pythagoras theorem? The Pythagoras theorem states that in a right angle triangle, right? Consider a right angle triangle. This is a right angle triangle. Let's say triangle ABC. In triangle ABC, angle B is 90 degree, right? And the side opposite to 90 degree is called hypotenuse, right? Now, Pythagoras theorem state that in right angle triangle, the hypotenuse square, right, means this side square of this side, square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of square of remaining two sides, right? If this is we called base and this is the perpendicular distance is called height. Now, Pythagoras theorem states that the hypotenuse square is equal to the sum of square. Sum means addition. Sum of square of remaining two sides, and remaining two sides are base square plus height square, right? The Pythagoras theorem states that the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of square of remaining two sides, right? Let us consider one more example. Consider a right angle triangle PQR. Angle Q is 90 degree and the side opposite to 90 degree is called hypotenuse. QR, let's say this is side 1, this is side 2. Then the hypotenuse square is equal to the side 1 square plus side 2 square. Side 2 square, right? And what is here hypotenuse? Here the hypotenuse is PR. Therefore, PR square is equal to side 1. Side 1 is this side QR. QR square plus side 2. This is side 2. PQ square. PQ square. Okay. Now, I will draw some more example and you have to write the Pythagoras theorem, right? For writing Pythagoras theorem, first you have to identify the which side is hypotenuse, right? This is triangle X, Y, Z, in which angle Y is 90 degree, right? Therefore, the side opposite to 90 degree here, the side opposite to 90 degrees XZ. That is called hypotenuse. That is called hypotenuse, right? Now, by Pythagoras theorem, the Pythagoras theorem is always applicable in right angle triangle only. Okay. By Pythagoras theorem, the hypotenuse square is equal to side 1, side 2. Side 1 square plus side 2 square, right? Here the hypotenuse is side opposite to 90 degree and it is XZ. XZ square is equal to side 1. Side 1 is YZ square plus XY square, right? Now let's see one more example. Consider this triangle PQR and here angle P is 90 degree, right? Now tell me which side is hypotenuse in triangle PQR. Rule number 25, please tell which side is hypotenuse in this triangle. Right, the side opposite to 90 degree. Here the angle P is 90 degree and side opposite to 90 degree. This side QR is called hypotenuse. This side QR is called hypotenuse. Let us consider this as side 1 and this is side 2. Then by Pythagoras theorem in triangle PQR, angle P is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, hypotenuse square, right here the hypotenuse square is QR. QR square is equal to side 1 square, that is PQ square. This is side 1 PQ and this is side 2 PR square. Right, this is a Pythagoras theorem, right? Have you cleared this? What is meant by Pythagoras theorem? Now let us revise what we have studied today. First one is definition of triangle. Definition of triangle. Then second one is types of triangles. Types of triangle. Then right angle triangle. Right angle triangle. Then statement of Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. For that we have studied what is meant by hypotenuse is, right? What is meant by hypotenuse? The side opposite to 90 degree is called hypotenuse, right? This point we have studied today, right? And these are the important points and examples on triangles. Examples of Pythagoras theorem. Right, these we have studied in today's class. Right, now let's try to solve some example from book. Here the right angle triangle, right? What is a right angle triangle? We know that a triangle with one right angle, right? Here this is the right angle 90 degree, this is right angle 90 degree, this is right angle 90 degree. Is called right angle triangle, and the side opposite to right angle is called hypotenuse. Here the side opposite to 90 degree is called hypotenuse. Here the hypotenuse this side, and this is this side, it is hypotenuse. Right, the hypotenuse of triangle ABC, which side is here hypotenuse? Side AC. Here the side opposite to 90 degree is MN. Here the side opposite to 90 degrees XZ. Right, this is the hypotenuse. Okay. Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem was a Greek mathematician of 6th century BCE, before Christ era. He made important contribution to mathematics. His method of teaching mathematics was very popular. He trained several mathematicians. Right, people of many countries had long known of certain principle related to the right angle triangle. It is also given in the book called Shulva Sutra of ancient India. As Pythagoras was the first to prove the theorem, it is named after him. Right, this theorem of Pythagoras theorem states in right angle triangle the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the two sides. Right, sum of the square of the two sides. In this triangle ABC, the side opposite to 90 degree is called hypotenuse. Therefore, the hypotenuse square, that is AC square, will be equal to the sum of square of remaining two sides, that is AB square plus BC square. In triangle PQR, the side opposite to 90 degree is called hypotenuse square. Therefore, hypotenuse square PR square is equal to PQ square plus QR square. This side plus this side square. Right, here the side opposite to 90 degrees hypotenuse, that is XZ square, is equal to XY square plus YZ square. XY square plus YZ square. Right. Now let us understand practice set 48. In the figure below, find the value of x. We have to find the value of x. How will we find it? As we know that in triangle LMN, angle M is 90 degrees, therefore it is right angle triangle. So we can apply here Pythagoras theorem, right? And Pythagoras theorem states that the hypotenuse square, and here the hypotenuse is x square is equal to sum of square of remaining two sides, and the remaining two sides are 7 square plus 24 square, right? What is 7 square? 7 multiplied by 7, 49, plus what is 24 square? 24 into 24, 576, right? And when we add this, we get 625. X square is equal to 625. Therefore, taking square root both sides, therefore x is equal to square root of 625, and the square root of 625 is 25. Hence, the value of x is 25. Okay, got this? Now try this question 2 and question 3. Okay. Thank you, student. I hope you got all the concept clear. If you have any difficulty, you can ask me. Okay. Try to solve this second and third question. Right, both are the right angle triangle. Why? Because this angle D in triangle DEF is right angle triangle, right, 90 degree angle, and in triangle PQR it is also right angle triangle. So we can apply here Pythagoras theorem. Okay. Thank you, students. Thank you, students.